Hey guys, today we are reviewing the anime Jutsu add-on by Kubo Studios. Let's get right into the video. As always, everything starts in the guidebook. As we can see here, there's a lot of information on how to do all this stuff, but we are not going to need that because I have everything set up just for you guys. So the first thing that we're going to need to look at is the crafting and the summoning scrolls. So the summoning scrolls are something that you are going to need to make the crafting table right here specifically for Jutsu anime stuff. So we're gonna look at how to make that. So first of all, let's get all this stuff. In order to make the crafting or to make the summoning scrolls, you're gonna need paper and book. So we're gonna click that right here, grab one of these, and then this item is used for your summoning. So this is going to be an item that you're going to use as your mount and all that stuff in order to have them appear. There's other usages for them, but for now let's click that away. We're going to pick this back up, and then we're going to use this to make our casting crafting table, and it's shapeless too. That's actually really cool too. I really like that feature. Let's grab one of these, and then boom, that's how you get one of these casting crafting table. And this is used to make all sorts of things, just like one of these, especially all the weapons and stuff like that you're gonna need. So let's put this back away, and then we're gonna look at all the items that you're able to get. So if we're gonna look at, these are all the drops and the stuff that you're able to get from them. As we move on, we are gonna look at these crafting little palette things. So this first one is gonna be the dummy pact. So this right here is basically an indication of how much damage that you're doing with your certain weapon that you have. So it's pretty much indestructible, and you can constantly hit it no matter what. Oh, just place it. And then in order to get it to be removed, you're just gonna open it like you're opening up a chest, and then I'm just gonna place that back. And then this is the world order pack. So basically this is just a little personal settings for anything that you want to change. Your ultimate outline, weapons aura, hide hub, anything that you just don't like or just don't necessarily need or don't want to show. This is a tamer pact right here. So this is exactly what you're going to need to tame all your summonings and your mounts. This is a heal pack. So basically, in order for this is just in case you're low health, you can pop one of these and it'll give you, from the looks of it, increases the player's HP by 20 points upon use for 60 seconds. This is pretty good, especially since when you're going to be using boss fights and other stuff like that, it's going to become difficult as you are losing a lot of health, and this will really help with that because the boss fights are really hard. But next thing we're going to look at is most of the summonings, things that you can just find around your world. So this is the five-tailed wolf. And from the looks of it, this is one of the things that it drops. So if we look at this is the enraged soul. Spawns in frozen peaks, jagged peaks, and stony peaks biome. This is passive. Attacking the wolves within the mob's range will return it hostile, causing it to chase the player. Basic attack. Every third attack will inflict the target with fang mark, dealing dot of 2 attack points per second for 5 seconds. Ability. When this mob's target is out of range, it will charge a mana orb and release it, dealing 16 points of attack damage. Next thing that we're going to look at is all these items over here. So all of these are, including just that, these are things that you can find around your world and that will just spawn randomly. So this is the armored feline. The armored feline is found in multiple biomes. Aside from being summoned with the summoning scroll, this mob can also be naturally found in taiga biomes. This is a passive mob. Any range attack will be deflected by this mob using its summoned armor claws. Basic attack is every third attack of this mob will deal knockback. Its ability, after every 6 successful basic attacks, this mob will blend with its surroundings and start dealing area damage of 12 attack points, which will inflict the summoning which will also inflict the slowness 2 effect. Attacking this mob when it triggers this ability will immediately cancel the ability. This is also how you are able to get some of these drops. So this is the condensed fur. This condensed fur is able to make you get the Descender brush. This weapon looks really cool. Look at this. Oh yeah, that looks really sick. So let me see if I can get that back in here. I don't even know what that is. Anyway, this is the, I don't even know if I'm gonna say this right, the Dakumaru. And this guy, you can find this guy in the biome of Cherry Grove biome. He is a passive, and any ranged attack will be deflected by this mob using its katana. This mob also has a chance of deflecting melee attacks. Basic attack is every third attack will inflict the target with slashing cherry leaves for 3 seconds, making this mob to deal double damage to the marked target until the mark disappears. Ability: if the target tries to escape during the fight, this mob will chase the target and stop to perform the wide range attack for 2 seconds, dealing 4 attack points per 0.5 seconds. And what this guy drops is the mana scarf, and you're able to use that to craft the eternal sense. Whoa, look how cool I am. Let's see what other abilities can I use. Oh, that looks sick. That looks so cool. Let's see if I can get this back in there. Now we are looking at the Cider Blades host. This guy spawns in the end and the deep dark biomes. This guy is a passive. Once the player enters the mob's range, it will start running towards the player. Basic attacks: every third attack, this mob will deal knockback and inflict the levitation 10 effect per second on the target. Ability: after dealing 5 to 8 basic attacks, this mob will stomp the ground and summon the Ender Seal particle that will deal 8 attack points and inflict the summoning slowness 10 effect for a second. And this guy drops the End Scrap, which is able to make the Slide's weapon form. So this guy is actually also a pet that you are able to get, but will also be formed into a sword after, I believe, 12 usages. It spawns back into its original form. Let's put this guy back, and then now we are on to the Warder. This guy spawns in the Soul Sand Valley, Basalt Deltas biomes. This is a passive. Any range attack will be deflected by this mob, dealing 3 attack points on the attacker. Basic attack: every attack has a chance of teleporting the target 5 blocks above the ground. Ability: when this mob's target is out of range, it will summon Warden portals and release Warden orbs, with each orb dealing 5. This guy drops the Space Fracture, and what the fracture is used to craft is the Berserk Gauntlet. Let's look at that. Let's see what. Ooh, okay, this is cool. And do we have a crouch ability? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, we do. That's sick. Okay, let's put that away. And then this is the Wolf 5. So this doesn't show where it spawned, but I'm assuming that it's probably the same as that one over there. This is a passive. Once defeated, this pet will taunt nearby hostile entities to attack it, inflicting the burn effect on the attacker. Feed this pet any beef to revive it. Basic attack: deals consecutive melee attacks. Ability: after 4 to 8 attacks, this pet will trigger any mana charge attack that will release a mana orb that deals 15 attack points to the target. And what this guy drops is just like the one before. It drops the Enraged Soul, and the Enraged Soul is used to craft the Phantasm card. So let's see. Whoa, what can I do with this? Oh, it's like having like arrows and stuff like that. I don't even know. It looks sick. This is really cool. Okay, let's put that away. Now we're gonna look at all the pets I think that you can have. These should be all pets. So this is the Kabayathin. It has the passive. It's a passive. Once defeated, this pet will become invincible. Simply interact with this pet to revive it. Basic attack: every third attack will inflict Dot of 2 HP per second for 3 seconds. This ability. Sneak and interact with this pet to make it morph into the Catherine armor set. Granting full armor points, every receiving attack by the player will also has a chance of summoning the Catherine armored claws that inflict the attacker with dot of 4 HP per second for 3 seconds. And this guy drops the condensed fur, just like we showed before. Most of these guys are going to drop the same thing. We'll get into that in a second though. Now we're on the Dagumaru. Feed this pet with raw salmon or cooked salmon to tame it. Once summoned, and feed it with any salmon to heal it. This pet will parry any ranged attack and has a chance of countering melee attacks, dealing 20 attack points. Feed this pet any salmon to revive it. Basic attack. Deals consecutive melee attacks that have a chance of triggering. A multiple slash attack. Ability. When the owner of this pet has attacked, it has a small chance of teleporting to the attacker and dealing 10 attack points and knockback, which also inflict a slowness 3 effect. Now we're going to move on to the Slade. So just like before, we were looking at the Slade sword that was able to be crafted. This is actually what it is. So it is its own pet that has its own summoning and is able to transform into its sword. So feed this pet with the Ender Pearl to tame it once summoned. This pet doesn't have HP and can't be attacked by either ranged or melee attacks. It will teleport to a random area, then hit. Basic attack. Performs a consecutive melee attack that do not deal any damage but instead causes knockback. Ability. Sneak and interact with this pet to temporarily turn it into a weapon form, which can perform up to 12 basic attack before reverting to its pet form. Now we have the Warpu. Feed this pet chorus fruit to tame it once summoned and to heal it. It is a passive. Once defeated, this pet will turn into a Warpu orb and pull entities within its radius for 5 seconds. Simply throw any item 3 times to this pet to revive it, dealing consecutive range attacks with the projectile, having a small pull interaction, not as strong as a Warpu orb. Ability. Every 6 to 8 attacks, it will summon a Warpu portal that teleports to target 10 blocks above the ground. Now we are going on to mounts. And then we are looking at the Shargon. Feed this mount any beef and fish once to tame to heal it. It is a passive. Attacks at any player will inflict the drown effect for 5 seconds. Hold jump, dashes forward and dealing 5 attack points to any hostile mobs. This is how you summon it. You're going to need a Nautilus shell and I believe a hollow orb in order to summon it. And moving on to the Frogghast. Feed this mount any plants. Once it's tamed to heal it. It is a passive mob. When idle, this mount will meditate and become completely invincible while taunting any hostile entities, causing them to inflict with the burning effect once they attack the mount. Hold jump to perform a high jump movement, dealing knockback without damaging any entities. In order to get, I believe, the sealed katana and to get the possessed blade, this is something that you're gonna need to defeat the bosses for. Get their sort of weapon or ability as they drop stuff. Look at that. It looks so cool. I can also beat them up too. Now let's see. This is really cool though. Anyway, let's put this back. And then if you guys want to see the crafting recipes for most of these stuff, this is what it's going to be. I'll just flip through the pages. Take a look at the 3 bosses that we're going to summon. We aren't going to summon the arenas, but we're just going to take a look at the individual bosses that are here, just to have a little gander at them. So this is what, whoa, the sealed one does. So basically the sealed one has the ability of changing its attack by using those helmets that are circling him. So each one represents a different attack that he's going to do. I wonder if they attack each other. So this is the sealed one, and this is the Unseeker. Wow. 3 bosses. 4 bosses. So from what I've seen is that this one is definitely one of the hardest ones. It would definitely go that one, probably that one and that one, or maybe like that. But this is definitely gonna be a challenge. That is basically all there is for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.